Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today in this second video I want to talk about the crypto market, how things are going, because Bitcoin is pushing the resistance line. Also we have some great news, some big news about BlackRock, which we are gonna go through that, and more than that we have news from Gucci, from McDonald's, and so on. Therefore I want to go through the trading analysis, the prices, let's see where we are heading, and what could be the stopping point for crypto, Bitcoin, Elrond, Ethereum, so on. And then we will go to the news, and I'm gonna explain to you why this is so important and why we all should be optimists. So we are at the 45,000, and honestly Bitcoin scared me for a second, because as the S&P 500 opened, it dropped back to the 43,000, and it seems that people just bought it off, because it is now back to the 45,000. Now as you can see, this is the third day when Bitcoin is attacking the $45,000 resistance line or resistance zone. And I think it is a matter of time until it will breach through. Now, many people are expecting Bitcoin to come back to the 42,000, somewhere here. And that is also what I said. And I still believe that if we go back and retest that support, that will give us a momentum to attack this 45,000 resistance with a higher force and to hopefully breach it through. Now the inflation data came in, and they are worse than it was expected, and I'm going to show you in just a second. And as you can see, it was 7.5%, and the projected one was 7.1%, and the previous was 7%, and the one before 6.8%. What this means? This means that the inflation is higher and higher every month. Now this is not a good thing, because yes, the stock market and the crypto market is pumping, if we can call that pumping, because the prices are going up, but this will force the hand of the Fed. Therefore they will start to fight the inflation, which will probably end up in pushing down the crypto assets values or the prices. Now before March, we still have some time, and I'm not sure that it is enough time for Bitcoin to reach a new all-time high, and we don't know how much they are going hike rates. Therefore we don't know what is happening. But if Bitcoin goes through this 45 and maybe the 50 and reaches somewhere here around the 55 towards 60, I am pretty sure that the altcoins will soar, will just pump, and it might be the last pump for this year. I don't know. This all depends how the Fed will react to this high inflation. It will give us some gains. Therefore, it is very, very important that in the next 3 weeks, if we see a pump, if we see a rally, to take profit and make sure that your capital is safe. That is the most important right now. And yes, we shouldn't just lay back. Now, if we go down from this point, obviously you all should be prepared for that as well, because it could happen. I don't know what the Fed is going to say, but the news are great. Maybe not the very short-term news, maybe not the next 2-3 months news, but the news for the longer picture, for the longer term, are great, because BlackRock, which is the biggest asset manager in the world, they are managing more than $10 trillion worth of assets. They said that they are going to invest in crypto, and people can trade on their Aladdin investment platform with crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and I think they will add some other coins as well. Obviously BlackRock is not very strange to crypto, because they hold 16.3% of MicroStrategy's shares, which we know is the main driver or the biggest fan of Bitcoin in Michael Saylor's person. Now let's go through the other coins. Let's see what prices we can expect and where I think that we should pay attention, and then I will try to give you some kind of a conclusion and some strategy which I am going to follow, and you may or may not follow. It's really your choice, because this is not financial advice. Let's go Ethereum first and then Elrond. Ethereum is holding the 3,200, and it seems that it just breached on the daily the 50-day moving average. Now this is very important, because it is still holding, and even though we had a dead cross here when the 200 went above the 50, it is still holding the price. It is still going up, and I think it will shoot out as soon as Bitcoin FOMO comes in. because as soon as Bitcoin goes over the 50 again and confirms and starts to go up maybe slowly, you can be sure that Ethereum and all the other altcoins will just go crazy. And that is what I'm looking for. That is what I'm expecting and waiting. So we can make some pretty good gains, because after this pump, after we had this big rally, if we will have it, you can be sure that the Fed will tighten the ropes and we will see some very deflationary period in the crypto market, in the stock market, so on, so on. Elrond is really trying to go over this 50-day moving average. It couldn't until now. I don't know if you watched today the price, but it went down to the 170 and it just jumped back to the 185. For me, this is a very good sign of strength. This means for me that it is really trying to go up. The market wouldn't let it, but I think that we will see some pretty nice price targets in the next, I don't know, couple of weeks maybe. And if in March we will have not so bad news, not so bad as we expect or as the market expects, I'm sure that we will revisit those all-time highs again, and maybe we will even go into price discovery. I don't know right now yet. I cannot tell you for sure. Nobody can, obviously. But I think right now the picture is pretty nice. The opportunity is very good. And just to give you an example, in I don't know which video, maybe it was this week, I think from Monday, I told you that I bought some SLP at 0.015. As you can see, it is now at 0.39, meaning that I already almost doubled or more than doubled my investment. This was with a small amount of money and I already took profits. Why? Because these are very uncertain times and you have to make sure that your capital is safe, and you always need to take back your capital, even though that means that you will have less profits, but you will have profit and not loss. So this is all I want to talk about today. My conclusion for this whole market is that we need to be very, very vigilant, because we are at somehow not on the middle of the bull market. We are towards the end of it, and it might or might not have another push, a last rally. This could be a dead cat bounce, obviously. And you have to make sure that if it is a dead cat bounce and if we go, I don't know, to 30k from 50, you need to accept the fact that we won't see another all-time high in the next 2-3 years. Therefore, stay safe, invest wisely, and always take profits if you are in the profits. If you are in minus, don't stress out. If you don't get it right now, you will get it later. I think the future is bright, and I think on the long term, we will have some very nice gains. Maybe not on the micro term, but on the macro for sure. Thank you for watching. Hope you liked the content. If you did, smash the like button, because that is the feedback I need from you. And of course, subscribe to the channel. Take care.